This is Watusi Rodeo. I'm Chris Morris, and here, live, I have David Serby. Welcome to the show, David. Great to have you here.
The name of the record is Honky Tonk and Vine. It's kind of a nod to the great tradition of country music here in Southern California. Buck Owens recorded all his records, or a lot of his records, at Capitol Records, which is at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. So Honky Tonk and Vine is kind of a wink and a nod to Buck Owens too.
Country rock, kind of old school outlawry, to straight up old school honky tonk. And David Serby fits very squarely into that tradition.
Girl, I'm curious, can you get serious? 'Cause when I'm with you, I want to settle down.
Honky Tonk and Vine is the third record I've made now with my producer and guitar player Ed Tree. And Ed is probably as important to me and what I'm doing musically as somebody like Don Rich was to Buck Owens, or Pete Anderson was to Dwight Yoakam on those early Yoakam records.
David asked me about some recording, and I had been listening to him, over the months, thinking about his voice and thinking about how I'd record him and what the songs would need, but not talking to him about it, but just thinking, well, this guy's really good.
You've been tumbling down like an old horseshoe. Done run out of luck, some old ex-love through.
David Serby is a tremendous songwriter. He just seems to know instinctively the shape that a song should have. He understands that all songs rest on an accumulation of finely honed detail, and he just really knows how to do that.
I guess it's kind of a breakup record, but it's also a record full of love songs. It's a record about chasing somebody who probably wouldn't be too good for you if you actually caught them, and it's a record about finding just a little bit of joy in the fact that somebody who caused you pain is now experiencing that pain. I'd say it's a record about two lonely people trying to connect in a lonely world. The record's got pain and joy and loss and revenge, and I guess it's a country record. It's what it is. The band on the record is my live band. It's Ed Tree, Taras Perdaniak, who's played with Dwight Yoakam and Lucinda Williams, Gary Ferguson, who has played with Charlie Sexton and John Hyatt. The thing I love about making music with these guys is they're not only great guys, they're massive musicians. And their musical vocabulary is really limitless. And it's very inspiring to a songwriter, because I can show up with a Southern Soul song, which we have on this record, or a Tex-Mex song, which we have on this record, or a bluegrass song, which we have on this record. And stylistically, they're going to know exactly what to do with that song from the very first time they play.
It's been amazing to watch them over the last few years, because they've gotten better and better with every show, and they just shred a crowd now.
But keep your eyes open for David's gigs here in town, because he really is one of the best young performers I have encountered in a long time. Thanks again, David.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.